of you as we embark on another exciting journey. Yes, we are back with a new season of T3 podcast series, Bolder Voices, Better Insights. Let's all join our hands together again and take a deeper look at this ever transforming travel and tourism landscape through the eyes of some of the renowned personalities of the industry. Today, we have with us an interesting guest who is a key player in the global tourism industry with market experience across Europe, Africa, Middle East, and Asia. And he's the country lead for promoting and developing the tourism industry for Mauritius. So, without any further ado, let's hear it from Mr. Arvind Bundhun, who is the director at Mauritius Tourism Promotion Authority. Hello, Mr. Bundhun.
Hi, thank you, T3, for having me, and a very good afternoon to the T3 audience.
Thank you. Thank you so much for a warm welcome, Mr. Bandhan. So the first thing we would like to know from you is how India is positioned as a source market for Mauritius, and what is exactly the roadmap or the strategy to strengthen bond with India?
I think it is worth noting one lesson which COVID taught us. COVID taught us actually not to lay all our eggs in one basket. In the tourism industry, there's the need to diversify. So India has always been a prominent market for Mauritius. And post-COVID, what we've noticed is that the tourism landscape in Mauritius is still very Eurocentric. This is one of the reasons that we are putting a lot of muscles on India so that we grow the market, and potentially we believe that India is already in the top 10 places of the preferred destination, and we are gradually working so that we position India as one of the most prominent markets for Mauritius.
Lovely. I think that is already very motivating. But Mr. Bandhan, if you can give us a little more insight on how has been the overall response in 2023, and what is India's share in the same, and what is your target for 2024?
I think India has been performing quite well as a market. And what is interesting with the Indian market is that, the Indians travel in our so-called lean months, which are May to September, October, November. And during these times where, first of all, I would say room rates are very good. And secondly, which makes Mauritius quite a competitive destination as compared to other competing islands. Secondly, the fact that we have had the one Indian carrier adding capacity, I'm talking about Vistara. Vistara has added capacity, flying 5 times out of Mumbai, and this obviously will automatically trigger demand for the market. On top of that, Air Mauritius, which started its operations namely from Mumbai, has also added 2 frequencies from Delhi, and a third one actually, and 1 frequency from Chennai as from April. So the strategy is to cover almost all parts of India, obviously, and so that we really grow the market. At the same time, on our part as a tourism board, we are devising strategy. We don't really want to reinvent the wheels. It's straightforward. 50-60% of our bookings are coming through to operators or OTAs. So we are consolidating our cooperation with them into joint marketing campaigns with them. Mm-hmm. Secondly, in terms of B2C, in terms of B2C, we're doing a lot of B2C activities for the general public, and also a very concise and precise digital strategy that we are implementing. So these are a little bit the broad aspects of our marketing strategy to conquer the Indian market.
Lovely, Mr. Bandhan. So, as we talk about triggering more demand from India market, what exactly are the strategies to strengthen Mauritius' position as a destination for Indian travelers? I mean, what are exact marketing strategies aligned for 2024? Also, what roadmap is there in place to foster closer connections with the Indian travel trade arena?
I think, first of all, we are already working closely with travel agencies, tour operators, OTAs. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, we've got 60% of bookings on Mauritius, which are made by travel agents or tour operators or OTAs. Secondly, we will be present in most of the travel shows. Next week we are present in Mumbai at the OTM. Soon after that, by the end of January, we will also be present in SATTE also. So this would give us an opportunity to bond, to close cooperation, and also to establish new contacts with the travel trade. Secondly, our team in India are busy conducting training sessions about Mauritius. I think it's worth mentioning that Mauritius is not only an island, it's beyond an island with a lot of immersive experiences and loads of adventures, which ticks all boxes for the Indian traveler. Then we've been also engaging a lot with travel agents through road shows all over India. And of course, the best way to discover Mauritius is to invite familiarization trips. These are also being encouraged. We are encouraging a lot of farm trips and press trips this year. In essence, these are the initiatives that we will be doing in the coming months.
Lovely, very insightful, and I'm sure the audience are already excited to embark towards a very fun-filled journey to Mauritius. But then, Mr. Bandhan, I would like to know from you is, according to you, in your opinion, what are some of the emerging trends that are likely to prevail in 2024 for Indian travelers? What do you think?
If you talk about emerging trends, I just told you before, that the need to reinvent the wheels doesn't arise. Basically, Mauritius is a luxury high-end destination where you come for comfort, you come to relax. And today, everybody is talking about sustainability. I just wanted to highlight something is that, we embarked on the route to success towards sustainability long time back. We have implemented loads of measures because, first of all, being a small island development state, Mauritius is far away from all its emerging markets and traditional markets. So obviously, the carbon footprint is more consequent. But nevertheless, on the island, we have implemented so many measures so that we can mitigate this effect. One, and I can mention few examples. For instance, you are not allowed to construct on the seafront. You have to observe what you call the high water mark. Secondly, I would say any hotels being constructed having a capacity more than 19 rooms, 50 rooms need to have their own sewage plant, their own water treatment plant, so that they run on solar energy, all solar energy equipment free of tax or tax-free. And we've just banned single-use plastics on the destination. All vehicles used for the tourism industry are being encouraged, operators are being encouraged to turn electric. There are loads of sustainable measures that are being implemented on the destination. And we're working so that we try to certify the destination as green by 2030. So there's a clear roadmap. Secondly, we also were currently working with the World Bank, and we're trying to develop a landscape for tourism again for 2030. Do we grow in size? Do we grow in luxury? Do we grow in numbers? There are a lot of questions that need to be addressed, which we haven't addressed post-COVID. But as a responsible tourism destination, what Mauritius wants is tourism has to be inclusive, whereby each Mauritian, each player, each person among the population finds himself in the equation.
Lovely, Mr. Bundhun, and it is very great to know that Mauritius is sincerely looking at being a responsible and a sustainable destination. So, apart from that, Mr. Bundhun, there is a growing segment globally, which is the leisure. I mean, it can be termed as business plus leisure. So, how do you look at this growing segment? And also, what are your plans to attract MICE and wedding travelers at the same time from India?
I think Mauritius has all the potential to attract the pleasure, because first of all, I would say, the main criteria for me is connectivity, and Mauritius is known as the star and key of the Indian Ocean. Besides air connectivity, we've got very good internet speed also. I think which is a major, I would say, asset, so that we can develop the leisure segment. And MICE, I think we are at the crossroad of our tourism industry. And in terms of the MICE market, with the inventory of rooms that we have on the island, Mauritius positions itself as a preferred destination. So the government has implemented a MICE incentive scheme, which normally offers for qualifying agent VAT refund on accommodation costs should they spend more than 3 nights in Mauritius, and the minimum number of persons should be 50. So this is working very well, and hopefully during this year we will announce some bolder measures in the next budget.
Lovely. And we are also looking forward to the budget that you have mentioned. With this, I'm utterly thankful to you for sparing your time, Mr. Bundhun, and bringing new perspectives to we for T3 audience. Any last message that you want to convey to our T3 audience in particular?
To invite all the Indian travelers, Mauritius should be on top of their minds. We've got a lot of things in common. We are, as I told you, we are beyond an island destination. We are a melting pot of culture, tradition, religion, gastronomy, and I think Mauritius ticks all these boxes for the Indian traveler.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Mr. Bundhun, and also thanking the lovely audience for joining the session today. This is Kuhilika Roy Chaudhary signing off, as we promise to get back with another detailed session, with another voice and another insightful conversation. Stay tuned for more. Thank you so much.